Welcome to episode 14 of the Laced Up Show. This is a show all about sneakers and sneaker news. I'm your host, Chase, with my co-host today, Landon, and I have another okay episode for you. It's not the best. It seems like it was a little slower week, but we're going to start off with a bang, actually, because a young lawyer turned sneaker cleaner makes $1.2 million. That's right. Eugene Chang from Melbourne became a lawyer at 24 years old, but as soon as he did that, he kind of lost interest in the whole lawyer thing and started his own sneaker cleaning business. And he called the business the Sneaker Laundry. So the Sneaker Laundry takes in worn and dirty sneakers and cleans them for a fraction of the price compared to purchasing new sneakers. This not only gives the old shoes some new life, but it all helps with, being more green, since the Sneaker Laundry customers will be able to wear those sneakers for even longer. So he started way back in 2017, and now 5 years later, he has made over $1.2 million from sneaker cleaning. So Landon, what are your thoughts?
So, a few years ago, this would have been incredibly surprising to me. But after going to malls constantly and having sneaker cleaners come up and stop you, and then they get done cleaning your shoes, and you say, oh, yeah, you want to buy this? I'm like, okay, how much is it? And then they tell you how much it is. He probably sold 4 boxes. But that stuff's just normal. But it is really unique that there can be so many different sneaker cleaning products out there.
Oh, yeah.
How can there be so many cleaning products out there? We interviewed multiple people like years ago whenever we were doing our podcast, or like within the last year or two.
Yeah.
Just a ton of people out there. I don't know what you can do to just tweak it. I feel like at that point it all comes down to like if there's any industry that is like either one, who you know, like how good your product is going to be depends on who you know and who you can get it to.
Mm.
But two, like just how good your packaging can be. And your name.
It's all,
I feel like that's
brand.
literally what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Because like the Sneaker Laundry, but like at the same time, I feel like there's certain things out there where it's like you tell me no one's ever thought of that. It's like that's an original thing.
I guess
Sneaker
so.
Laundry, like maybe it is. Maybe it is. Like
I haven't heard of it.
There's all kinds of just like different cleaning products. I'm like, but there's more people wanting to get into that, and how does that work?
I don't know.
When does it become too much? Like there's literally too many people doing it. Then not all of them can make enough money. However many sneaker companies continue to make, there's still like the same number of people in the world at a certain age that are going to be wearing sneakers.
Right.
You can't really factor in newborn babies that are being born constantly. They're not going to wear sneakers for a long time.
Right.
So the amount of people that are alive to use that sneaker product constantly doesn't really change, except for like years and years whenever you start to catch it up. But like, I think that's just so weird. How do we have more and more people making all this? Like, that's just 2017. It's been years now.
Yeah,
but
about
like
5 years.
You still see all these people that are in pop-up malls.
Oh yeah.
With EQT, This is my sneaker cleaning brand. We offer the fastest, best cleaning service. Removes any type of stain. It could sit on there for 2 years. It's gonna be gone in a heartbeat. Like, how can everyone do this stuff?
I don't know. I don't know what they use. I don't know if it's just the same material, same solution, different label. I don't know if the Sneaker Laundry was doing that.
I wonder what the regulation is on that too.
Yeah.
Like, how do you make sure you didn't just rip off someone else's product?
So you're saying we should make our own sneaker?
I'm saying we could. I don't know how we couldn't.
There we go.
I don't know how we couldn't. No, because like I feel like that could be a pretty common thing.
Maybe.
Yeah,
we
like
might have to.
Like each individual brand. Like, yeah, we're gonna take this exact thing, maybe remove one thing from it that won't be super significant. And then just call it like, because then people that would like, that are loyal to us, there's not a ton of them out there. Fresh is in the chat. He's always loyal to us. But, then the people that are loyal to us, like, hey, if you want to buy shoeware shoe cleaner, it does about the same thing as all the other ones. It's just now you're buying it from us. It's like, I don't know. That's just all
something
so fascinating to me. But obviously the takeaway is that you can make $1.2 million doing it.
Yeah.
So like that's really my only thing is I'm not really blown away at the fact that you can become someone who sells sneaker cleaning stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would still take a whole lot of work and all that stuff. But like I don't understand the whole how are you turning that like who in the heck are you selling to? How are you like?
Right. Just to reiterate,
you
it's not only just he doesn't just sell the solution. It's more like a service based. So like you bring in your shoes and they'll clean them for you, and then you get the shoes back.
So does he have his own store and stuff like that too?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean it's still.
But I'm sure, I'm sure he still has some sneaker cleaning solutions that he does offer.
That does change a lot of it. I was looking at it through a very different,
very
different lens. But then at the same time, I mean, even that, in and of itself, that's I'm very surprised. I am very surprised by that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Let us know down below or in the comments if you're watching this in the future. If you want to see some shoeware sneaker cleaner solution, we'll be right on it.
Yeah, we'll be right on that. We got nothing else to do than make some more shoe cleaner.
Right. But moving on, Landon, what do we got next?
All right. So Drake's Nike Nocta Hot Step is finally set to release on March 3rd. Drake will be releasing his first collaborative sneaker with Nike, the Nike Hot Step, on March 3rd, and his Nocta brand announced the release date on Monday, although the information was also circulating on social media on Sunday. So the shoe will debut in a triple white and triple black colorway, which will be available on Nocta's website and some other select retailers. So the sneaker right now is going to be priced for $180. All right, man. So we've been riding this roller coaster on whether or not that these were going to release for a while now. Like, they were going to release, and apparently they were canceled, and now apparently they're going to release soon. Like, soon, like as in 2 weeks.
Right.
So, I mean, this as in like a week and a half. Like, it's crazy. So, I mean, there are a bunch of retailers that are showing that they're going to release this shoe now, though.
Oh, for
real? It's not like blowing smoke. Like, I'm trying to think. You got Extra Butter, Exhibition, Likelihood, Woodstack. They had, like, a list of retailers.
They like provided the
list of retailers.
Well, that's very new. So that's actually like, super nice.
So it seems kind of concrete. So what do you think about this? Like how this all played out?
I don't know. I don't know if it was late shipments or I don't know where the rumors of cancellation came from because I felt like we
late shipments, what's the cancellation?
I swear we just reported like it got canceled. Yeah,
or 2 weeks ago.
It was like
It was last 2 weeks.
I don't know, but I mean I guess that's what it. Rumors are rumors, but I'm glad it's finally coming. We'll see if this lives up to the hype now. That's
to the
what
rumors'
I'm curious.
credit, I did come out right after I said that and say there were multiple accounts saying like it was going to release. Like the rumors of it being canceled was just a rumor.
Right. It was just all mixed.
So like that's what I was curious about though, but I didn't expect to see the turnaround so quick because I'm pretty sure that this is our third time. Like I like to double back on articles like this whenever you get more information because this is our third time doing this. I did the leaked version.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we have the leaked images of what the Nocta is going to look like. And that was like early on. That was like months ago whenever we first started doing it. And then I did the like, hey, it's been canceled. And now we're doing the, hey, it's actually releasing. So it's like, it's been a whole
It's been an emotional roller coaster.
Thing.
Hopefully we get them in hand because, man, we've been talking about it for so long.
I know. From what it's looked like, they were going to release like on sneakers. On like a few select on Nocta's website.
It sounds like a pretty good GR then. It sounds like it's going to be
almost like the way that they were putting it, it almost seemed like it was going to be like exclusive.
So do you think, all right, follow up, with all this hype, it's going to be here, it's not going to be here. Do you think that's going to affect resale prices? You think these are going to break? Retail's at 180. That's an okay retail price. I mean,
Drake's first collaborative sneaker. It's got to hold some significance.
Well, I mean, do you think is it actually his collaborative? I mean,
that's what in the article
feel like
it says like Drake will release his first collaborative Nike sneaker.
Okay. So I feel like he's already been in the game for a while, but
it seems like it. He's got like OVO stuff and he's got like
right. What is OVO then?
It's his brand. I don't know, man. I'm not as
What's Nocta? Isn't Nocta his brand too?
Yeah, Nocta is.
Right.
Nocta's brand is like his remember that's what I reported the first time I did it. It's like it stands for like nocturnal, like always working in the dark, never sleeping, stuff like that.
And then I know OVO was his too, right? I don't know. It's confusing what Drake's been doing.
We need to stay out of the gray areas that we're not concrete on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what to come, to see how it does on the market. I want to see how the
release plays out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, the market's gonna be the weirdest thing because it's not like it's like a Air Jordan 1 Drake.
Right. It's not like a Cactus Jack where they flip the swoosh. Right. But like, I mean, if you're wearing it like around, it's not like you can't tell like, oh, that's the Drake shoe. I mean, do you think? I mean, I guess it's
not everyone's gonna.
It's
know
an
that.
old
it's not
model.
Gonna draw a lot of attention to
it's
it.
an older model for sure, but I don't know. I'm curious to see how the actual resale market goes from there. I'm gonna predict. I'm putting my money down that it's gonna go resale value 180 retail, resale 200.
No, it'll be more than that.
You think?
Oh yeah, it'd be more than that. Do you think one colorway will sell better than the other? It says triple white.
For
Triple
sure.
black.
White will sell way better than triple black.
So man.
Yeah.
Triple black, but
yeah. Triple black's gonna go for 170 on resale. No,
that'd be something. All right, but here we go. Let's move on to the next one because I actually almost did this one. I'm glad that you did it.
Oh, you did? For real? All right. So as you know, so this is kind of like a follow up as well. So we reported this a while ago when Nike was on a suing spree, but so this is a kind of update format. So the sneaker designer John Geiger, I think it is. Geiger. Yeah, John Geiger countersues Nike for his Air Force One lookalike. So if you don't know about who John Geiger is, he is a sneaker designer and he's designed similar looking shoes from the Air Force One. So obviously Nike didn't like that and begun suing John Geiger for a trademark infringement. But now the designer's attorneys have countersued Nike, saying that the trademark is just unenforceable. So Geiger's lawyers have brought up recent releases like a Travis Scott Air Force One that happened and the Serena Williams Air Force One as examples because Nike's not even following their own trademark and kind of doing modifications on their own Air Force One model. So it's like, where do they enforce it? Where do they not? They're not even sticking to their own trademark rules. And then also because of that, Geiger's team went as far as including the Bapesta sneaker, which is very similar to the Air Force One. And Nike has not even taken a single legal action against them. And Bape's been doing that for a while now. So, Landon, what are your thoughts on this whole lawsuit thing? And do you think Geiger actually has a chance of winning versus Nike?
Man, he really spun this thing on its head, didn't he?
Right?
Oh, my gosh.
Right.
That's honestly, that's an excellent point, especially on the Bapesta because that literally looks the exact same.
Yeah.
I mean, but like that's. So is it more like a under the table, like kind of wink, wink, like we're not going to come at you? Because that would frustrate. But it is one of those things where it's like you get him in that weird situation where it's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking the whole ship with me.
Right.
It's like these guys look like
everyone.
Skechers are selling fakes. They're not fakes, I guess, but technically knockoffs, I guess, if you're ripping off Nike. But
well, from what the article said, it's because.
But I see. Sorry to interrupt, but like, how does the whole? I don't know that you can come at someone and tell them what to do to their own model within their brand. Like, right. I don't know how much it sticks with like, oh, you're kind of modifying the Air Force One to not look like the Air Force One as much. Like, I mean, it's our model. Like, we could cut the shoe in half and just sell half the front of the shoe.
Right.
And just it doesn't matter because it doesn't look like the regular Air Force One. You're mad.
Yeah. When I read that part, I was like, I don't know if he's got enough. But when he brought up the Bape part, it did make a lot of sense what he was going for because Bape sells their Air Force One lookalikes, the Soups does, for like $300 retail. I think it is. It's like super super pricey compared to an actual Air Force One, and then. They use different types of materials, and obviously there's no logos. That was for the Bape stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. You know the star.
Yeah. The star. Yeah.
Right. So, basically the way Geiger is bringing it is like he's bringing it the same approach where even though it's kind of the same model, the materials used are completely different. The pricing is completely different.
And
it's not like
it's
a different logo. So I don't know if he's got enough, but yeah, I don't know. So what do you think? Do you think he's going to win? Do you think he's going to lose still?
I don't know. I think it's like it looks a little better than it did.
You think he's got a chance?
It's just the whole like, I mean, how many different people are going to get brought into this now?
Right.
And is Nike, like if Nike really, I feel like the only option if you're going to counter with something like this is it's either Nike drops it all or they go for both. Now you got to tack Bapesta into the lawsuit.
That would be crazy.
You almost have to. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't want to say one looks more like the Air Force than the other, but they both kind of equally look like Air Forces ish.
Yeah. For sure.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not like. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like Nike didn't need to do this. Is it going to bring bad publicity? I mean, whenever you're that big, you're probably going to get good and bad publicity every day. I think Nike's reached that point where something bad will come come up about them daily.
Mm-hmm.
And something great will always come up about them.
Right.
All the different stuff that they're doing. So was this really worth it? I don't know if they're gonna look back at the end of this and be like, "Dang, well that was worth it."
Yeah,
that was worth it. We ended up winning just to get back there, or we could have just let this guy do what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, the one thing that Geiger knew was like, he's so like his audience is very niche, and like if you know Geiger and you know his brand, like you're gonna obviously know the difference between Geiger's shoe and an Air Force One. So it's not like the actual consumer is getting confused.
I don't think it's close enough to where like that design that Geiger has looks exactly like a Nike swoosh.
Right.
Like, it's not gonna be confused like, oh, that's like some new thing.
Right, and that's his logo.
Because like some Nike signs, like you'll take the shark or you'll take the swoosh and turn it into a shark fin.
Right.
You'll take the swoosh and kind of hash it out and glitch it up.
Right.
You'll take the swoosh and deconstruct it, but like, I don't think you'd ever take the swoosh, take it, run a loop, go back around, and bring it up again. That's kind of what the logo looks like for the John Geiger.
I don't know. I personally think
if anything, the Bapestas are closer.
Yeah.
It just comes to a star.
Yeah.
Like, that would be kind of a cool Nike
a jagged.
That'd be kind of a it Nike Air Force, if we're going to be honest.
I don't know.
And now you can't do that.
I really hope Geiger actually wins this case, because it would honestly allow, like, a lot more creativity based off that Air Force One type of shoe.
I think people like are really, because imagine if Adidas could do something based off this Air Force.
They kind of did. The Superstar. That's like their, I think.
But it's not thick enough and it's not good enough.
No, I mean, it's not good enough looking.
Just imagine if.
That's like the safe bet.
That'd be really cool. That might, I don't know what brought me to this place. I think that'd be one of the coolest things ever. Can you imagine brands work together and Adidas can just come in and make an Adidas Jordan 1 High? Just replace it with Adidas stuff. Just crazy. Nike comes in and makes an NMD, makes an Ultra Boost. Cool Nike swoosh on the side of the Ultra Boost. So you can just take the model over. You just come in, take the model, you brand it however you want. You can just take anyone can work together, and it's all interchangeable. You know how amazing that would be.
Yeah, but I really think there's some bad blood between Nike and Adidas. Like they're always suing each other.
I mean, you can't. I would say you can't. Well, you can't be that close and that big.
No.
But like, it's always
cool.
Gonna be like. I mean, not everyone can eat. That's the fact of the matter. It's not. There's not enough money out there for everyone. But that's why some brands are brands and some people work for brands. It's not, you can't just have, everyone can't just like have a seat at the table. So,
but yeah. So your final thoughts? Do you think that he has enough? Do you think he's gonna win or lose the case?
I think that I think either it gets dropped or more people get added to the lawsuit, because it sounds like he's not going to get taken out.
So you're gonna say Nike's gonna just put their massive weight on him.
I think there's
take down
chance.
everyone.
I think there's a better chance Nike drops it than that.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think they need to. And if they really don't, like, if there really is some, because if you're gonna really go after one brand, why don't you just go ahead and just weed everyone out?
Right.
Like the war on drugs.
Right.
Like, we're just gonna go through and we're just gonna take out every single person that sells a shoe somewhat similar to us, wipe them out. Yeah. And that way, what are you just going to attack it? What even made this happen? What brought this to our attention? Just got bored one day and we're going to... Huh?
The Warren Lotus.
Yeah. So, exactly. Warren Lotus, and then...
He got real close, though.
Oh, that was way too close. He was doing colorways.
Yeah, he was doing
unique colorways, and I think he was naming it the same thing.
Well, so the same manufacturer that manufactured Warren Lotus's shoes also manufactured Geiger's. So that's where the kind of relationship is, where Nike began suing Geiger.
So he's just going for all the people that use him as a...
Right. So they're kind of going after. So right now they have like 2 active lawsuits. They have one, well, I guess 3. I think Warren Lotus settled. I don't know what they did, but they're suing the manufacturer for manufacturing the trademark shoes. And then they're suing the designers who actually made the shoes. You can sue
the manufacturer just because they were given a product to create?
Yeah, because it's not a product. It's not their actual product.
It's their job to look at it and be like, oh, it looks. I don't know what the threshold is for how similar it can and can't look to another shoe. That's a real fine line to walk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. We're just gonna try and push it through and get away with it.
I don't know.
It looks kind of like the Air Force One.
So we'll see. I don't know. I think Geiger's gonna be able to walk away with it, but we'll see. But maybe moving on, Landon, what do we got next?
So we got the 5 most memorable Nike dunks of all time. So any definitive ranking of sneakers is going to be controversial, but this is a list. It's a list, not the list, of the most influential dunks of all time. So I'm just going to give them to you and the reason why. Just kind of see what you think at the end of all this. And then I'll actually kind of tell you the reason why they made the top 5, what the reasoning was for them. So starting off at number 5 is the Futura Nike SB Dunk High. These were released in 2004, and the colorway's name is FLOM, which stands for love of money. And, these feature a pattern created from different denominations of printed money that was produced in a friends and family run of 24 pairs only. Only a size 9.5 is listed on StockX right now for $95,000.
Holy moly.
What do you think about that shoe?
They're clean, but, is it a copper drop? It's honestly, if it was...
You playing the copper drop game early? I'll let you play it right now.
Well,
you got to do it quick.
If it was...
Circle back.
All right. So, if this was coming out today, I'd do a drop.
Oh, my goodness.
But moving on.
All right. Well, some people would pay $95,000 for that. Moving on to number 4, you have the staple Nike SB Dunk Low Pigeon. This was the final edition of the City Series, and it's probably the dunk that kickstarted sneaker culture as we know it today. This article says it may be one of the controversial ones, giving it the number 4 spot, not a little higher up, but the last sale on these was for $38,000.
These were really clean. I remember actually listening to the story. I forget what the guy's name
behind is what brought our
behind the pigeon. Oh yeah, but I remember watching this article and how it came up and stuff like that, and the whole Nike process. So these are really cool. I wouldn't expect anything less for a top 5 for these.
Yeah, for sure.
But moving on.
At 3, we got the Supreme Nike SB Dunk Low White Cement and Black Cement that released in 2002. These were limited to 500 pairs, each featuring the Air Jordan 3 iconic elephant print. And this was Supreme's first ever Nike Dunk. The last sale on these went for $5,000.
These are crazy. These the amount of technical detail involving the Air Jordan 3 on an SB Dunk Low.
All that elephant print overlay.
That's crazy. They don't Nike doesn't do anything like that.
This isn't a shoe that you would think would get that. From all the way from the back. That's a lot of elephant print overlay.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, I kind of wish the swoosh was a different color just to make it stand out a little bit more, like the red.
Yeah, the sock liner red.
But I'll take it. That makes sense why it's $5,000. But
for sure. All right, number 2 on the list is the Nike SB Dunk Low Paris, released in 2003. This pair was also part of the White Dunk City series and was designed in a collaborative with French painter Bernard Buffet. Buffett, maybe. Who knows? The release at the exhibition was canceled, and the pairs were sold through Nike SB accounts in highly limited numbers. The last sale on these went for $62,000.
These are super nice. I never knew that it was designed by a French painter. Yeah. I thought it was like a comic book kind of style, but no, these are really clean. These I've always known everyone that when there's a photo like that, they're like, what? Those are crazy. So yeah, that's definitely.
Can you believe the release the method though?
Yeah.
So it went to just select limited SB accounts.
Yeah.
You just got access to it.
Yeah, that's so weird.
The way the sneakers released, back then in the early 2000s, would have been crazy to us today. Yeah. Just the way we have to do stuff today.
Oh yeah.
Just bots and lines and raffles and stuff like this compared to just this stuff.
Yeah, do you ever think no, a normal person had no chance.
You remember people used to get Jordan 1s out of eBay catalogs?
Oh yeah.
You just send them in.
Yeah, it's for crazy. $76.
Whatever, man.
Right?
All right, here we go. Rounding out the list at number 1 is the 1985 OG Nike Dunk BTT YS pack. The article notes that many would have put Jeff Staples' Pigeon Dunks at the top of the ranking, but you really can't ignore the OG 1985 Dunk pack that started the whole Dunk mania. So what do you think about the top 5 list?
Overall, I think it's a good list. Number 1, no.
It's a top 50 list, by the way.
Okay.
But I had to narrow it down to 5.
No. Yeah, I don't know about this 1985 OG Nike Dunk. Even you got to give some tribute to the Nike Dunk, but number 1, come on. There's been some nice stuff that's come out way better than that.
Pigeon Dunks should have been number 1.
Pigeon Dunks are really cool.
This is more just for nostalgia, I feel like.
Right, but
I don't know.
That's cool. It's cool that what they release, but yeah, it's a decent list. I probably agree with 3 out of 5.
Yeah, the article. What are you supposed to do? It's literally acknowledges in the very beginning, you can't make a top 5 sneaker because it won't. It's not
it's
not going to be universally accepted. Right. It's obviously going to be controversial in every single way. Some cool ones were on there. Supreme Dunks, really nice. Paris Dunks, nice. I think you also have to keep in mind that you almost have to look at this list from nostalgia, and it's the most influential dunks. So it's not like the best dunks of all time.
Right.
Like some of the best dunks of all time come out like
that makes more sense. Right.
Like why are you not making the best stuff of all time in the best time of all time to make stuff?
Right.
Like how would you not be putting out the best stuff? So like, I mean, I think that's more so what you got to focus on is like the most influential dunks of all time for certain reasons. You got painters making dunks, you got the OG dunk, you got, you know, these different staple dunks.
That's true.
So
that's true. Then that makes more sense than why the OG is like number one.
Right.
But moving on, actually talking about a cool exclusive shoe is the Oklahoma Sooners football team revealed their own Air Jordan 6 player exclusive. So every year, the Jordan brand gives their Jordan college teams a series of player exclusive Jordan shoes. So, and for the 2022 upcoming season for the college football, Jordan is giving them the Air Jordan 6. So this Air Jordan 6 features a retro vintage feel with some icy yellow outsoles and a crimson distressed leather upper, with obviously the OU markings all over the shoe. So, Landon, what are your thoughts on this Jordan 6 PE? And then is this the best one yet compared to like the UNC, or what are your thoughts?
Oh, these couldn't even look at the UNCs.
For real?
They couldn't even be in the same room.
Yeah.
They're not bad, though. It's definitely not bad. But I wonder how it goes for like choosing what model you get.
I don't think you get to choose.
I mean, I would doubt it. I would doubt it, but I wonder if it fluctuates.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it does.
They got Jordan 1s, like, not too long ago, I'm pretty sure.
I remember the Jordan 1s. I'm sure they probably did. Jordan 1s, like, come out often. I'm trying to remember, like, what are some of the ones that they would do? I know the Jordan 6s and the Jordan 5s.
11s,
Jordan 4s, I think, too.
Didn't they do 11s?
I know they did 3s. Remember they did, like, the Oregon 3s?
Yeah.
The Oregon 3s were tough.
Yeah.
And the Michigan 3s?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what they pick, but
I don't know. These are clean. They're not special. You said that there was a Florida colorway too that was really nice, right?
It's orange.
Oh, it's orange.
Yeah.
Orange upper?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, obviously nothing's going to look as good to me than the baby blues for North Carolina, but this is cool. I do think that it's a really cool thing that going to a Jordan brand gets to have. It's just crazy. You don't think about all the ties. I was just thinking about this the other day. So I don't know if you follow college basketball like at all, but did you see the whole Juwan Howard getting into a fight thing at the end of a shake hands line? So he's a coach for the Michigan State Wolverines.
Oh, I saw a little bit of it. Yeah, he got like kicked out.
Yeah,
he
so
like
he's
lost his
suspended
mind
for the year now. So like he was going through the shake hands line at the end of a game. He didn't like how the game ended, so he was just going to walk through and not shake the coach's hand because there was something that happened towards the end of the game. And the coach stopped him, tried to like talk to him. He ended up like kind of open hand swinging at a guy, and now he's suspended for 5 games for the rest of the year, pretty much. But they're saying that you don't think about all the ties. Michigan's a Jordan brand school,
right?
Michael Jordan and Juwan Howard are really close, and Juwan Howard's the coach that was swinging, and it makes you wonder what kind of pull there he's going to have. It's like any other coach, any other black coach especially, just sadly, is probably going to get fired for that.
Oh.
But now they're saying, oh, you know, you got some different polls and just different stuff like that. It's just interesting to see that's what people talk about. Like whenever you're talking like Michael Jordan GOAT status compared to LeBron James, a lot of times it's not even, hey, what's up, Pandy? A lot of times it's not even like just, it's more so going to be like, who you know and like what the situation is than like how it all plays out.
Oh, yeah.
And
never burn a bridge.
And it's so relative, man. It's so relative to everything. You can even look back to college and it's all what professor did you have?
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, you wouldn't have a job if I burned bridge with Kyle.
Oh, my gosh. No, it's just, that's what I'm saying.
It's like crazy stuff like that.
It's just like, it's a lot of stuff is all who you know. And I mean, to bring this back to this Jordan 6 article or to this Jordan 6 PE, though, I mean, these are really clean. I just think it's really cool that Jordan brands get the opportunity to do stuff like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, me personally being so into, like, you know, the hype stuff, like the Jordans and stuff like that, like, it'd make it tough for me to sign with a school. Like, want to go to a school that literally would. Like, this is, like, literally, like, thinking way far, like, if I had all these different options. Like, why would I want to sign with a school that's, like, sponsored by Under Armour?
Right.
And I'm huge on Under Armour because I'm huge on Steph Curry. I wouldn't want to sign with a school that's going to be Under Armour or everything. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like, that's why Oregon's got, like, all this nice stuff. And it's, like, there's certain colleges, like, not everyone's on the same playing field.
Now, do you think they'll ever make it so – I don't think they'll ever, like, do a GR of the player exclusive, but do you think they'll ever do, like, an alternative colorway that's released, so like instead they swap the upper or change it a little bit, but still have the OU branding for the people.
The OU branding, just make it different. I was gonna say, I'm like, swap the upper on these, just wouldn't make sense.
No,
make
just
it
change
a white
it up.
Upper and a red midsole, like.
Change it up enough so that one's a player exclusive and one is like a fan exclusive or something along those lines.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where you were going with that because there's literally the Air Jordan 6 UNC is coming out to the public here in a few months.
Right.
On top of the Air, but it doesn't have the Tar Heel brand and the stuff like that.
Right.
So, I mean, that would be cool. Like, I have some free train. You don't see a lot of shoes like that. You get colorways, but you don't get like branding on the shoe, like the Air Jordan 1 Low UNC. This doesn't have like Tar Heels on it, and neither does my Jordan 1 Low UNC, and neither does I do have a pair of like Nike free runs that have the UNC logo on them. I got them like my freshman year of college, and I love them because it's like I don't understand why brands do that. Like you can get
a
the
licensing
Pegasus,
issue.
But the Pegasus, like you can get college shoes with that. I don't know why, but like every single year they release a new Pegasus model that has like the logo on it. Yeah. Has like any football team you want to get. Football team you want to get. What's the
licensing
licensing
issue
per model?
Yeah, no, it's something where like the NCAA or whoever it is, like
free runs are goated fresh. That's right.
Yeah, whoever deals with that collaboration is. I feel like there's resistance.
That's my only question about it because as far as to answer like the first half of your question before you finished it, like they do, like there's red Air Jordan 6s that come out. The Air Jordan 6 Carmine's the Air Jordan 6 Oklahoma, branding. If you want to look at it that way. The Air Jordan 6 UNC is the Air Jordan 6 UNC Tar Heels.
Yeah, I think that the colleges need to lighten up on that. I think that's some creativity
going forward. I mean, they're
really
losing their grip
cool
on everything. They used to have these players on a stranglehold, and now they're just making more money.
I hope so. That'd be really cool, man, to get some cool like. Because, I mean, diehard, like, LSU fans would go crazy.
Because you really can't get them because that's personal stuff. You're not, like, supposed to sell them. They're not supposed to show up places.
Yeah.
Like, you legally can't sell them. You can maybe give them away, and someone else, once you give them away, what someone does with it, like, really maybe isn't your fault.
Well, you give them away. And
you imagine it's a numbered pair?
Johnny, your friend, gets randomly $5,000, and then Johnny needs some help. And so...
Where are you going
with I don't know, car trouble? So you give him a ride to school and he pays you $5,000.
Oh, to get the money back?
Yeah.
Oh, like a way to get the money back? Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about it that way. Yeah. I was just thinking about it like what would it look like? And I was mainly thinking about like numbered pairs. Like, oh, you have number 7 of the 12 and a halves.
Yeah, like it's like your team number. Oh yeah, it's over.
Oh, that would be sick.
It'd be over.
Your team number, I wouldn't be able to sell those.
Yeah, no.
It literally has my number, my jersey number on them. That'd be tough.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
But moving on, Landon, what do we got next?
All right, so now we got the Passport Nike SB Dunk High is expected to release on March 5th. It's not often that Nike SB makes their way down under as they've, primarily conferred with these shops out in Asia, Europe, and the U.S., but they did team up with Trent Evans Passport on a blazer back in 2015, and although it's been over 7 years, they are soon to pick back up where they left off with a creative take on the beloved Nike Dunk High. Both flair and personality are set from the helm here, according to the Nike SB themselves, as Passport indulges in a hiking influence. So, this colorway is going to start off with like just layers of carbon green. You got the fauna brown is what they're calling it. I don't know what that says, but you're also going to have some ripstop base, former grassy suede overlay, deeper hits of brown. It's just like there's just really nice details all across this shoe. So what do you think about this collab?
I think it's definitely the whole, indulges the hiking influence. Yeah, like if you took off the Nike swoosh, I would have never known these were actually SB Dunks. Like it looks like a hiking boot.
It's got a different look to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, they definitely like nailed it on that point. Do I like hiking boots though? Like no, not really. It's cool though. It's definitely cool. I'd probably cop, but
dang, you would even cop.
Yeah.
You were throwing some major shade toward the other shoe that we were just looking at. Towards some of those other dunks. Yeah. But these ones you would cop, huh?
Yeah.
They're not bad.
It's cool.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's cool. Like, apparently they don't. You don't think about it. There's so many different collabs and stuff going on that you don't think that, like, I guess I don't really think about who's Nike's really teaming up with. I'm more so like, I don't really care who you're working with. How good does the shoe look to me?
For sure.
Like, just how good does it look to me? Like, I don't really care what the branding is, like Cause, Sakai, whatever, whoever you're working with. But then you realize that I guess they don't work with shops in Australia all that often. Poor Nick. Poor Nick over in Australia can't get himself some nice shoes. But no, it's a really cool really cool look, I think, and the concept is sweet too. Passport shoe.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting is like
it should function as a passport.
Well, that's completely out there. No, I was just gonna say it's different because the Union Dunks mentioned some passport in theirs too. I swear, or maybe I'm getting confused. That they just recently released.
No, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
it was the pistachio Union Dunks.
Right, but didn't it say passport or something?
Wait, was it passport? It was not for resale. But was it?
I don't know. I thought it said passport somewhere. I don't know.
Actually,
I thought it was just interesting. I swear, I'll have to go look back. But yeah, I don't know. Look, looking at these SP Dunks, I think it's cool. I think they did a good job. I don't know if Passport had much say in it, but if they did, definitely did a good job on this collab.
Yeah, for sure.
But moving on to one of the last articles, we got Nike is introducing a brand new Air Max, and they're calling it the Air Max Motive. So this new Air Max model was inspired by Tinker Hatfield's first ever Air Max shoe. So if you don't know who Tinker Hatfield is, basically he almost designed like all of the most popular models that we know and love from Nike. So basically this Air Max Motive is supposed to be the successor to the most famous Air Max 1. So it features all the classic panels on the upper with a slight little change in materials. And they also kind of boosted up the midsole just a little bit. But Landon, do you like the Air Max Motive? And do you think it's actually a successor and better than the Air Max 1 model?
Gosh, man. I am like going crazy over here. I do not know what I think about these. I can't come to a decision.
I don't like them.
I don't dislike them at all, and I don't think that I like them either.
Yeah.
I'm so on the fence for these.
Yeah.
I'm so on the fence for these. I don't think it almost looks like the upper of like the Nike Roche. Yeah, the Nike Roche. It almost looks like the upper for that on top of the Air Max 1 midsole, but because obviously the midsole kind of gets thicker towards the back. That's kind of what the Roche model does too. The Air Max does, but it's a little more sudden.
Yeah, it's not. The midsole is way too high.
Yeah, it's definitely higher up. Yeah. So I think honestly, I think it's not a bad design.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad design.
Do you like the materials and kind of what they're using? It's like parts of it are suede. Some of it's the like nylon upper that we're used to, especially like around like the heel cup.
This looks enough like an Air Force One to remind me of the Air Force One, and enough not like the Air Force One to make it look like its own shoe, though.
Right. Do you think it's better or worse?
I don't think it's better. I don't know how you're gonna sit there like. I mean, obviously, I can't say I don't think it's better. I'm pretty sure I know it's not better, because how is like something better? You're gonna see it, and it's just clearly like, wow, that is insane.
Right.
Like that's how I felt with like the 720s. I would see some of those models, and I was like, those Air Maxes are sick.
Do you think this is Nike's kind of first saying like, hey, we're done with the Air Max 1?
I think it's more so saying, I don't think that's what they're saying. I think they're more so saying we're going to take some of these designs and spin them a little bit.
Oh, like, on the Motive.
Oh, we're going to spin the Air Max 97, make it look a little different. Right. We're going to spin the Air Jordan 1, make it look a little different. We're going to spin the Air Force.
I wonder why though.
Make it look a little different.
I don't understand.
We're seeing that because the Air Jordan 1 Elevate.
Yeah,
it's like it's the Air Jordan 1, but it's a thicker. The Air Max Motive. It's the Air Max 1, but it's just a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know why though, because like Tinker like hit it out of the park.
I mean, you got to create new stuff at some point. I feel like for some people are satisfied.
I think
they're
probably
testing
one of those for sure. Me too. I agree with you. I'm satisfied with what Tinker gave us.
You got to understand, like, gosh, I don't know. We haven't been in the shoe game forever. We've only been in it for years now, 3-4 years. Yeah. But how many colorways are pumped out of every single different type of shoe?
Every single year.
When is it gonna run out?
Right.
When is the next time you can release Obsidian Air Maxes or Magma Orange or Green or when?
True.
When is the next time you can do that? How are they even still coming out? You can't retro every colorway every 2 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so I mean, I feel like this is almost what you kind of have to do, kind of test the waters. I mean, you can test it with an Air Max 1. It might not be a bad idea. If they're testing like the, I don't know how you would test the hypeness of something, because you'd have to see if it was going to.
Well, just throw Travis Scott on there, flip the swoosh, and there you go. Then you got a solid model ahead.
If you want to talk about promoting a shoe, then you probably should do it.
That's exactly.
That would be my move. Like,
Travis Scott, Air Max motive. Here it comes. Boom.
Michael Jordan loves the new Air Jordan 1 Elevate.
Right.
He's walking around in what looks like that Air Jordan 1 high heel.
Oh, that low. Oh, man. I don't know what they're talking
That's
about.
what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like the Air Jordan 1 Elevate, the Air Max motive, just some different like tweaks and there was another. They're doing something like the Air Jordan 1 mid.
Well, the dunks was
the dunk high up. The next
level.
Next level stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know why. Everything's the midsoles are just getting up there. I don't know why. Like everything's elevate high up.
I know, right? Who's gonna bring
moon shoes?
I want
next.
someone to cut the midsole in half on these, and I want it to be even lower.
Yeah, let's get some Air Max sandals.
Air Max sandals.
But moving on, what do we got next?
All right, so now we got the Nike LeBron 19 low releases in a Fruity Pebbles color scheme soon. So I'm not actually going to really read for the article on this one. I'm just going to show you the pic of them, and then I kind of wanted to see just what you think, like as far as the appearance, how it stacks up to the LeBron 19s. We actually have them back right here, right over my head right now. So, I mean, this colorway, it's actually originally showed up on the LeBron 4, so there is a little bit of history to it, this Fruity Pebbles theme. But what do you think about this LeBron 19 low?
Oh, man. I mean, the LeBron 19 low looks way better than the LeBron 19 high. I mean, I honestly would like this shoe. Like,
I agree with you, but I'm surprised you felt that way.
I think it's a good shoe for, like, going to the gym, just like a casual trainer kind of shoe. I don't know how, basketball, I don't know exactly. I don't know how well it holds up. We might have to review it. But
we'll have to review it for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. Oh man, that'd be such a cool review. Get some fruity pebbles, man. Oh, we do some crazy intros with it.
Oh, dude, I'm big into my oatmeal right now. I've been getting some Twix oatmeal and some Lucky Charms. I'll get some Fruity Pebbles oatmeal.
That can't be healthy. Right? That cannot be healthy.
How can it not be healthy?
But focusing on the shoe itself, I think it's really cool what they do. I really wish that like other brands like take notes because man, Nike knows how to involve their brands and choose the right brands. And I kind of wish the heel tab was a different color. Like they added some more fruity colors instead of just red and yellow because it kind of looks like Fruity Pebbles, but usually Fruity Pebbles has like a few different colors on it.
I was a little surprised that they kept the like the whole shoe so
like bland,
white.
Yeah.
Just like so white. Not like.
Well, I think it's the LeBron 19 is a double layer shoe. You remember? So you get the
got the inside sleeve. So it looks like the whole sleeve sleeve underneath is probably red.
Yeah. And maybe they did it because it's like milk and cereal maybe.
Now we're getting deeper into it. We're crossing a new
diving
plane.
in.
We're crossing a new plane.
So
that could be it. You see on the insoles how it's got LeBron and it's got the
the insoles are really cool.
It's gonna be a cool shoe. I'm curious to see because remember my whole big thing on the LeBron 18 was how horrible the support was.
Right.
Does the support stay now that you cut this thing lower?
It looks like
it looks like the white overlay kind of still laces in good. I'm not worried about the toe as much. I'm more so worried about I think that white piece coming up from the midsole is gonna do pretty decent too for as far as like performance go. But yeah, no, I mean it's a nice shoe. It's a nice shoe. I think it'll have a nice look to it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think.
We'll see how it plays.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully we get that colorway in. I think that'd be a really cool one to review too. But moving on, I got a pretty controversial, kind of exciting article. Is Reebok making a comeback? So if you don't know, last year Adidas owned Reebok, but as last fall happened, the group called Authentic Brands Group, or APG, bought out Reebok from Adidas for $2.5 billion. That's right, with a B, $billion. And now finally the deal is set to finalize at the end of Q1, which is end of March. So already the APG CEO Jamie Salter has been making some power moves for the Reebok brand by announcing some partnerships with the JD Group, who owns like JD Sports, Finish Line, and then also APG just signed a deal with Foot Locker to exclusively carry some certain Reebok shoes on the US store and website. So, a lot of people have been saying that Reebok's kind of lost its coolness when it kind of got out of the sports industry and kind of just focused on like the CrossFit. But then also at the NBA All-Star Weekend, the brand launched a new basketball sneaker. And that's called the Instant Pump Fury Zone. So that might be a hint of what is to come. But Landon, if Reebok is trying to get back into the NBA and basketball scene, who do you think they should sign?
Oh my gosh, that's this whole thing is interesting. So I know that I had the Instant Pump over there with the Shaq on it. Shaq was a Reebok athlete.
Yeah,
they haven't had a ton of them.
And Shaq is actually involved with Reebok still.
No way.
And he is the second largest individual shareholder of APG.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so I'm sure he's definitely putting in his input for the Reebok brand.
What Shaq is involved in is amazing.
Oh,
man.
It's crazy.
He's involved. He's literally
such a businessman.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You see him on the General commercials.
Yep.
He's in like so many commercials. It's crazy. Who do I think they should sign, dude? There's honestly, I mean, so much good young talent. They need to just kind of go they need to try and go the Puma route and just try and sign a bunch of young people whenever they come into the league. Honestly, Puma has not had a lot of success other than LaMelo Ball.
Right. And they killed it. It just happened to work.
It happens to work. But if you get enough young people, like they were signing Danny Green, Michael Porter, Marvin Bagley. Michael Porter and Marvin Bagley are both busts right now. Both could be the face of the league, and they just didn't end up happening. So that's like whenever those signings happened, I remember they happened. Like I'm sitting here looking at this list of people that they were pulling in, and I'm sitting here like, what? Puma's going to literally take over the NBA if it goes that way. Stephen Curry was not supposed to be Stephen Curry. And now he's huge. Now he's with Under Armour. Now he's really big for a brand. But, like, I just think it's really so crazy to think about. The same way you draft someone in the second round and they end up being a Hall of Famer.
Right.
It's the same way you sign someone to a shoe deal and you hope that they turn into being something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really interesting. Who they should sign, I don't know. There's so many good young players out there that aren't, like.
Got to give one name.
Signed to a deal. Okay, I'll give
a big man, like an upcoming Shaq kind of guy.
I feel like I don't know how good I mean, we could have said the same thing about Kawhi Leonard with New Balance. It's not like they've done anything major, anything crazy, but like he's getting his own stuff.
I think that's because New Balance is more desperate though, just to stay relevant within NBA.
And I feel like whenever it comes to Reebok, you can't sign. It sounds bad, but you can't sign someone super flashy.
Really?
Who wants to wear the dripped out Nike stuff, the dripped out Jordan stuff?
You don't think so? You don't think Reebok has a chance to just come out and just change their entire image like that? I don't
actually know how nice their stuff is, but I'm literally just talking from like my point of view. The way I could see someone looking from it is like, do you want to show up in a Reebok fit every game? Or do they have some nice stuff out there? Chase the bag above anything else. Like, you know, if Reebok's going to give you this and that, of course, I can totally see that. Yeah. People sign stupid hundreds of millions of dollar deals to go be on a 2-win team all the time.
Right.
Because once that's the reality of the situation is whenever you're getting paid way, way, way more, it's going to take away from everything else.
Right.
That's what you're dealing with, like, across – well, I mean, it's just an obvious example right now, like in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. If he comes back, you have to cut all these people because they're going to be over the cap.
Right, the cap.
It's the same way where it's like if you sign with the not as prestigious, like the Jordans, the Nikes,
they
the
have
Adidas,
more salary cap.
then, you know, you get everything that comes with it, which would be not as flashy stuff. Maybe this, you know, maybe they're not as good at basketball shoes, but Puma put out an absolute smoke show for the LaMelo Ball 1. So I mean, you never really know. It all really just comes down to how much you put into the shoe. But I mean,
I'm still not hearing a name.
A name? Gosh,
gotta give
me
a name.
Be someone young and someone not super flashy, like the Ja Morants. I don't think that'd work out. Tyrese Halliburton, don't think that'd work out. Maybe Tyrese Maxey. Trying to think some of these guys have been pulling from these cards. I'm thinking of some of these guys have been pulling from these cards. Maybe Julius Randle. Trying to think. I don't know, man. Because in the same breath, you sign someone like Zion. Zion's an absolute just beast on the court.
Yeah.
Hasn't played at all this entire season. Needing a second surgery. Probably won't play this year. May restrict his start date next year. And now we're looking at the Zion 2 with no Zion.
Right.
It's like, is it the Zion 1? I mean, I don't have an actual theory on this, but the Zion 1 is not for sale anymore on Nike. And it's supposed to have more colorways coming soon. But, like, how do you have a shoe out of stock for an NBA player? Yeah. Like, just out of stock on Nike.
Well,
unless
late shipments and stuff, too.
Well, ish. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Do you think
you're Nike?
Do you think they're gonna cut them?
I don't know about that either.
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I don't actually know.
Right.
I don't want to say cut him, like as in cut him, just as in hey, we're like not gonna make a Zion 2 because there's no one to do the Zion 2.
Right.
How do you promote the Zion 2 in a boot?
Right.
He literally is going to have to get surgery.
Yeah.
A second surgery after all this rehab.
Wow.
Your only shot at this, because it's about the Zion 2 window. We're about to enter the Zion 2 window where he'd be coming out. And he's about to enter a second surgery. So before he needs the second surgery, you could promote the shoe, get him the surgery. Then you won't have any promoting to do because he'll be in the boot. Otherwise, the Zion 2 doesn't come out until he can actually get on the court and show it again.
Right.
So it's a whole thing. I mean, it's just a very risky situation. But hopefully Reebok can make a comeback.
Yeah.
They haven't made the worst stuff at all.
No,
They've had some
I mean,
cool
it's been
stuff.
all right.
The
I mean,
Instapump,
it's definitely retro vibes for now. Like
That
I want
AI
to see,
made it
I
cool.
want to see something new.
AI made it cool.
Yeah, but I
Allen
want to see
Iverson made
something
it cool.
new.
If we see something new, it's cool. We need the Reebok Air Force One.
I want to see.
Reebok needs to make their Air Force One.
I want to see
Get rid of
Reebok
that
come
car.
out and give Puma their run for their money. Because Puma came out swinging.
They came out
and
swinging,
they did a really good job
They
on the
did great,
NB1s.
but now they're doing okay. Now they're just probably gonna just ride the coattails of
for
LaMelo Ball for a while.
sure.
LaMelo Ball is like
For
captivating.
sure.
man.
Yeah.
That's what we were. I was actually talking about that last night. Just talking about how unique like LaMelo
They're gonna
is.
sign. They're gonna sign all the brothers.
That's who you want.
Yeah.
Like you wanna sign someone like that who's gonna be just as intriguing
Right.
off the
The
field.
superstar.
Because any type of attention brings attention to your brand.
Yep.
It has to bring it back
Yep.
to you.
Yep.
Because
It's tough.
if you love LaMelo Ball, then you'll probably like watching him play basketball. And if you're interested in playing basketball, you'll probably find out that he has his own shoe, and then you just get
Right.
it that way.
Go down the
So-
rabbit hole, and then you watch Shoeware's YouTube video on the shoe reviews and see how good it is.
And
And
then you like subscribe.
right
and
there we
then
go.
you-
And now you're here watching our stream. But moving on, what do we got left?
All right, this is going to be our last one. It's time to end this episode with the segment Copper Drop, where Chase and I will look at some of the scheduled upcoming releases, give our opinions on the design. So, getting straight to it, Copper Drop on this Nike Quando 1 that released today. Actually. Dropping these?
Yeah, I don't like
I
them.
copped these.
I was looking into it. Everyone's like,
The
oh,
G-Dragon?
these are like the Nike dress shoe, and I was like, no, that's a really bad dress shoe.
No, that's
like,
a bad dress shoe.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
like,
agree
I
with that.
don't wear
I
that
don't subscribe to that, but the shoe itself is not bad.
No, it's a drop.
Shoe itself is not bad. I like how they switched up and put like a little
The little tongue flap
little
thing.
tongue flap
I don't
thing.
know. It's
It's
all
not
right.
bad. It's all white, very wearable.
It's okay. Moving on.
We'll
What do
go
you
to
got
the
next?
exact opposite end of the scale, but we're going to stay with Nike. What do you think about this all black shoe for the Undercover Nike Dunk collab?
That's a drop too, man.
There it
First
is.
one undercover. Like, what are we doing? Like I
You
told
don't
you
like
this.
the Undercover
I don't,
Dunks?
I don't like
The ones that have been coming out, the acid washes and the stuff like
no,
that? Really?
No.
I like them a lot.
You like the acid washes?
Most of them.
Really?
At least most of them.
The only one that I like out of all of them that recently released is the orange and blue one.
Yeah.
I don't like the yellow and black. I don't like
Yellow
the red and yellow one.
You know what? Actually, I didn't like either of those.
I
either.
didn't like. There was one more that didn't look good either. There's been 4 now. I don't know. This dunk high. No, they gotta stop with these dunks, man. Undercover.
They got the weird look to them. It's a
Horrible.
1985 dunk. The
I
curved
know.
look. I actually don't think they look terrible, but I
No.
don't think I'd wear them actually.
No.
So
It's got some Air Force triple black vibes to it. Moving on.
This is you can get a little more secure in these too. Lace them up around the ankle. That way you don't roll your ankle trying to get out of the
Yeah.
store when you're running away.
Exactly.
There it is. All right. So now looking at a few Adidas shoes to finish it off. How do you like this Patrick Mahomes Adidas Impact colorway?
It's all right. I mean, the colorway
That's
is
not the question. Copper drop.
copper drop. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Dang, we're 0 for 3.
I know. Yeah, this one's
know we're
one's
1 for
okay. I don't know.
He's put some weird colorways out there, man. His
don't
first colorway
understand
was
it.
that neon, like yellow, neon green.
Yeah.
And now we got like green and orange
Yeah,
and
like,
brownish.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes is really involved into his shoes, which is sad.
But he is a sneakerhead. Unless
On his commercials, maybe.
No, he is.
You think?
Yeah, no, he is. Like, I've seen his sneaker closet. So is his brother. Not that anyone cares. but-
Oh, sheesh.
Not that
Shots.
anyone cares, really. It doesn't seem like
But
people care
yeah, I
about
don't
him
know.
as
I don't
much.
know. I'm just these are like meh. So I'm not gonna cop a meh shoe.
Cop him for nostalgia.
Nah, drop. Nostalgia.
I like
what about
Patrick
it?
Mahomes.
Yeah, but that's not nostalgia. It's
I
not
guess
like he
not.
retired.
He will one day.
He will, and then maybe, but no.
And then
drop.
and then you'll come back and get them. They'll probably
Yeah.
be more expensive now. Everything
No.
goes up over time.
Drop. No, just make a different color. It'll be blue that time.
A different color would be better. I'll give you that. All right, to finish these off, we're going to copper drop the dazzling blue Yeezy 350s.
Oh, come on.
I knew it. I had to throw one
These are
cop
cop.
in there.
These are cop.
I had to throw one
Everyone
cop in
should
there.
be copying these. These things are gonna go crazy. Everyone's excited for these. yeah, I have nothing, no words to say other than that.
I know. I like the SPLY 350 branding. I think it makes
it's so nice.
It's just a nice look.
So nice. I almost did an article.
I would drop these though. I guess I didn't finish mine. I would drop.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
You're kidding. Why? Why would you drop them?
I would, because I personally wouldn't wear them. I like them, but I have to drop them. This is cop or drop, not in the sense of cop to sell or drop to sell. Because if you just want to sell them, then
personal.
Cop.
Personal. You don't want to wear these for personal?
Too black, man. Too black. Too dark. I just want it to be a little bit more.
If it was white upper,
not upper. It's the midsole. I don't care about the all black upper. Like I never care about the all black upper on anything. I care about the midsole. I don't like dark color midsoles. I literally don't know why.
Man, I don't know. I don't know either. But yeah, it's gonna be a cop for me. I would wear these all the time. I might just do it just to irritate you if I get them.
You will not. You are not gonna keep these. You wouldn't even wear them. But all right. Well, that's gonna wrap up this episode. But thank you guys for taking some time to watch. But until next time, peace.